What is up, everybody, and welcome back to my playthrough of Sonic Lost World. So last time we pretty much started the game and we already got through 2 of the zones, which was Windy Hill, Desert Ruins. We defeated 2 of the Deadly 6 and they betrayed Eggman. So now we move on to Tropical Coast. Oh, no cutscene? Oh my god. So there's no way I can attack those things, those chicken gunners? There's just like a lot of robots here, huh? Oh, I didn't know that was the way up. Yep, that bell is pretty much gone. Oh wow, it's actually playing the underwater. I will say, using this wisp in 3D is just a little jarring for me. I thought I was gonna drown, but we're good. Hey look, egg ponds! It's nice to see egg ponds. What the hell? What does this mean? It's gonna blow up, isn't it? What the hell? By the way, I just want to apologize ahead of time. If you guys hear like a lot of explosions going on, I am recording this on the night of the 4th of July, and there's just, it's like 11 and there's still fireworks going on, and I tried closing my windows and everything, and they're still going off, so Yeah, if you guys hear a lot of a lot of like explosions, that's what it is. Hopefully the mic doesn't pick it up, but I don't know, this mic does pick up a lot. In fact, if you do hear a bit of like wind, it's because I do have the fan on because I had to close all my windows because of that reason, and I mean it is hot, so I had to resort to using the fan. And normally I would just try to, what the hell? What the hell? Oh, I think that's how you have to defeat them. You have to kick them or else. Yeah, that makes sense. Nice, another life. How long is this level? Alright, that flower is ready. We're really high in the sky, aren't we? Oh my god, that was close. I see a lot of lives there. Is it really worth trying to... I don't even know. Because like these are smaller and I need to make sure I like line up the drop shadow right. I don't have that much time left. You see I'm down to like less than or about 90 seconds left. And I don't know how much. Oh, here we are at the end. Whatever.
Alas, poor Cubot. I knew him well.
Arr! Me voice chips all cattywampus.
Thanks to Sonic, everything's gone cattywampus. My cacophonic conch was the only thing keeping those 6 maniacs in check.
Some sort of a natural inhibitor to their powers. Very painful.
And very rare. The Zeti have an innate ability to manipulate magnetic fields. They can make electronics, including my mechs, do interesting things. I controlled those powers with the conch until Sonic punted it away with his typical stupidity.
Get lost, Eggman, and let us get things under control.
I hope the Zeti eat you alive, you meddling hedgehog.
Okay, if it pleases the court, all those who think Eggman is a total bonehead raise their hands.
Well, there you go, folks. The motion is passed unanimously.
I didn't raise my hand.
I didn't get a single red ring, but you know what? I don't really care. Because apparently the red rings for this game serve the same purpose as in Colors, where you use them to unlock the Chaos Emeralds.
It would seem the peaceful days of tending my garden will have to wait. While I take care of these matters, the rest of you cannot.
Please, Master Zik. This is not something you should trouble yourself with. It's beneath you.
Now, don't be concerned. Get! It'll be good to stretch these old bones.
Alright, here we go, the next level. Which... okay. Oh my god. Ah! I can't believe this is a game that came out after Generations. I can't imagine why I was a bit disappointed when this game came out after we got a game like Generations. Oh, damn, I almost fell. Oh my god. Hey, see right here, I will admit, when you have areas like this, it is good to have a button that, basically a button dedicated for running, because then you can control your speed. Wow, alright.
Youth is truly wasted on the young. Thankfully, speed cannot defeat wisdom, little hedgehog.
What the hell? How am I supposed to get this? Nope. Does it follow me? It looks like it does. You know, speaking of Generations, I forgot to mention this. Oh, I can check my progress by pausing.
Will never have a chance to bloom, I'll see that. It'll be a joy to cultivate his pain and make fertilizer out of it.
Yeah, so I wanted to... I forgot to mention this when I was playing Generations, but I do have like an interesting anecdote. Or interesting little story about Sonic Generations. And how I ended up getting it. So, I didn't end up... I actually... well... So, I remember getting Generations pretty vividly, right? It's one of the few Sonic games I remember very vividly as to how I got my hands on it. And it all started because... by this time I already had a PS3, right? And I think I had just gotten it for like... I have already had it for like about a year, if not a little less. And my sister's birthday was coming up, And my sister, she also likes to play video games. Not as much as me, but she does like to play video games. And she's so before I get into that, she's actually a huge GTA fan. Yeah, believe it or not, she's oh my god, why do I feel like this is gonna be annoying? I have a feeling this level is gonna be annoying with that gimmick. Yeah, that's gonna be annoying. So I gotta make sure it doesn't hit any trees. That is so annoying. God damn. What? Oh.
This little seedling will never have a chance to bloom, I'll see that. It'll be a joy to cultivate his pain, make fertilizer out of it.
I should get into this thing first. What the hell? Okay, how the hell am I supposed to? I think I have to get him. I think I need to get that watermelon to come in at an angle. Anyways, so like I was saying, there we go. Yeah, so my sister's a huge GTA fan, right? She always has been. In fact, you know, I think she's always liked GTA more than me. And you know, she played my PS3. So what I decided to do was, with my dad, I went to GameStop and I got a copy of GTA 4 because she's never played it, right? She's only seen like my cousins play it on their Xbox. And this was before, I think this was before 5 even came out. So I think like later on that year 5 came out, or like the year after. So yeah, I got 4, and my dad was always really chill, right? Like he wasn't one of those parents who was strict about like game ratings, because he knew at the end of the day it was just a game, and that I wasn't gonna be easily influenced or things like that. Like my dad was chill with that, and that's why I feel like for sure I did like him a little more than like my mom.
It's time to teach you those lessons.
What the hell? Whoa. Oh, wait, let's hit this balloon. Okay, I think we want this apple chasing us. Yeah, so my dad was always chill when it came to like games, right? And so you know, with his help I was able to get the game, because I was only like 11 or 12 at that time, so obviously they weren't gonna sell me that game by myself. Yeah. And so I got the game. I showed up. I showed up to my home because just for a little bit of context, my parents were separated at this time. Like my mom had her own place, my dad lived in his own place, and it was just a like shared custody type of thing where like my mom had me and my sister on the weekdays, and my dad had us on the weekends. And yeah, so I went. My sister didn't come with us that time. I don't remember. But I got yeah, I showed up home. It was my sister's birthday, or I think it had already. Yeah, it was basically my sister's birthday. And I gave her the game, and she popped it in, right? And my parents were separated, but my mom, she was in another relationship. Yeah, she was already in another relationship, and like the guy she was with, we basically considered him our stepdad. They weren't married at that time, but we did consider him our stepdad because he had been around for a while, and we liked him. He was a pretty good dude. But he saw that I had gotten my sister GTA 4, and he basically scolded me because he thought that I only used her birthday as an excuse to buy the game for myself. Because in his mind, he was like, no, there's no way your sister would like a game like GTA. Which, it's funny, because he was like really dead wrong about that. And he plays video games too. Or he does play video games, so he actually does know about the ratings and whatnot. And yeah, he knew that the GTA is like not a game suitable for children, right? Because my sister's younger than me, so obviously if I couldn't buy the game, or if I was too young to buy the game, just imagine how young my sister would have been. Oh, damn it.
Prepare to be tested, young one.
Yeah, so he basically scolded me, saying that like, oh, how dare I use my sister's birthday as an excuse to buy myself a game, like, and pass it off as a gift for her when it was really for me or whatever. And so what he did was that he essentially drove my sister and I back to the GameStop where I bought GTA 4. He made me return it, and then like the store clerk was like, okay, yeah, I mean, you could get a game of equal value and whatnot, or equal or lower value. So we were kind of looking around, or I should say, yeah, we were looking around until like my stepdad and found Sonic Generations, and he told my sister, he's like, see, this is, or no, I think I'm remembering that wrong. They both found Sonic Generations, and then my sister was like, oh, I mean, this game. And keep in mind, my sister, both of them knew that I loved Sonic, right? In fact, it was my stepdad who put me onto Sonic. He was the one who introduced me to Sonic at a young age, because I guess in the 90s, him and his brothers, who would be my uncles, they had game consoles, and they were, there. They lived during the Sega and Nintendo console war, and they were always Sega fans, right? In fact, I don't think they ever liked Nintendo. I don't remember them ever owning a Nintendo console or playing any Nintendo games for that matter. But anyways, both my sister and my stepdad knew I love Sonic, and he asked my sister like, "So you want this game?" And she's like, "Yeah." And then like he went and bought it, and he like, "You see? This is the type of game that you should have gotten for your sister." I'm like, "Oh gee, I'm sorry, I didn't know." And you wanna know what the funny thing about that whole situation? Hold on, let me see if there's a cutscene first. Yeah.
I tested the blue one, and he's more powerful than I anticipated. He shows much potential.
Who cares about him? Now that I'm free, I want to squeeze Eggman till he pops!
And eat him, I suppose.
Well, yeah. There are better ways to make him suffer. But more delicious? What would you say if I told you we could destroy Eggman's world and use its energy to make ourselves unbelievably powerful?
Well, I would say that I had taught you well.
Yes, you have. And it will be Eggman's own creation that causes his destruction.
I think this level is a gimmick level where it's nothing but just grind railing from the looks of it. I do like the way the level looks though. But like I was saying, you wanna know the funny thing about like, oh yeah, I've heard this song before and I love it. Whoa. We just went from the ocean to this thing right here. Oh, like I was saying, so you wanna know the funny thing about that whole situation? He criticized me. Yeah, he criticized me for. God damn it. Yeah, my stepdad criticized me for basically, you know, using my sister's birthday as an excuse to buy a game that I quote unquote liked and wanted to keep for myself. But you wanna know what my sister did with that game? So when we got home, I think she played it for like half an hour, like not even a full hour. Cause I don't remember her getting that far. I think she only got to like, I don't even think she got to the the death egg robot battle. What? So she played like the first few levels, right? And then I played the game because I was like, okay, you know what? Like, it's a Sonic game. I like this game, and I mean, the PS3 was mine, so of course, I was like, yeah, you know what? You know, I gotta play it. And I ended up playing and beating the game, and she never touched the game after that. And guess what? The game ended up being mine. Because my sister was like, oh yeah, I don't play this game. Or she's like, yeah, I never really played this game, so you can have it. And I was like, then why did you ask for it? She's like, well, because our stepdad made us, remember? And I was like, yeah, but you could have asked for any game. But he said, oh, do you want this game? And you told him yes. And I guess she just said, oh, well, it's because I guess she didn't really, there was no other game she wanted, and she was like, oh, well, if he was gonna buy a game for me or whatever, or if he wasn't gonna get the game that I truly, or, man, I'm saying this wrong. She was saying that if he was gonna make us return the game that she truly wanted to play, then she might as well get a game that she knew I was gonna play, right? And, you know, I gotta say she's a real one for that. But yeah, I mean, that's how I ended up getting Sonic Generations. And I don't know, I gotta say, I of all the stories I have of how I ended up playing like the Sonic games, that's the one I like remember the most. Only because I was really pissed off with my stepdad accusing me of thinking that like, wow, that I'm like really that despicable that I would just like use my sister's birthday as an excuse to get a free game for myself. And it was only because it was GTA, and in his mind he was like, oh well, it's because GTA, you know, it has all this violence, and I was basically like a young teenage boy at that time, and in his mind he's like, oh yeah, young teenage boys love
Sonic, something bad's happening.
Whoa, what's going on?
I don't know. It's like something in the sky is draining the life out of the world. Plants, animals, even the air feels cold and dead.
Okay, you guys stay safe down there. I'll try to figure out what's going on and stop it.
Okay.
Your time is almost over, rash hedgehog. I shall prepare for you a lesson in respect. A painful lesson.
Oh, someone's gonna get taken to school, all right.
Follow, if you dare.
So it looks like we're fighting this old dude. Anyways, yeah, so yeah, that I guess in his mind he was just thinking, oh yeah, like, you know, I'm like a young teenage boy, and like GTA has all like this violence and all this adult like stuff not suitable for like someone my age. Of course I'm gonna think it's cool and I'm gonna want to play it or whatever. But you know, he was just, what pissed me off is just that how dead wrong he is. Like, yeah, believe it or not, I'm the type of person who would rather play Sonic than GTA. I mean, I do like GTA. I have played GTA games in the past. I even have GTA 5, and I played GTA a lot. Oh my god, I didn't even know where to go. Yeah, I played GTA a lot with my friends. So I do like GTA. In fact, I'm actually like looking forward to playing GTA 6. And what other GTA games have I played? I played San Andreas, but I never beat it. Yeah, I never beat San Andreas. And I played 3, and yeah, I never beat that one either. The only one I ever beat was 5. But anyways, no, honestly, I would rather play like a Sonic game over GTA. Not to say that GTA games are bad, that's just me. I just have more of a preference with Sonic games. Oh.
You have disrespected your elders, strictly. Now you shall reap what you have sown.
I supposed to do here? Oh, use the pineapple, I guess? Well, like I was saying, yeah, I don't know. I just think it's funny. Like he punished me and criticized me of kind of being like selfish, and yet the game, by doing that, he essentially kind of like ironically got me a game that I enjoyed and that I ended up playing more than my sister. Which, oh man, and it's funny too, cause like I think like just 2 years ago he brought up the story. He brought up that incident to his brothers, and you know, it wasn't the first time he had brought that up, and I was kind of getting tired of it. So I was like, you know what? I'm glad you're mentioning that. So I went to grab my sister. I brought her down there, and then like in front of him and everyone else, I was like, hey, do you remember that year for your birthday when I got you GTA 4? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, why did I give it to you? Or why did I buy it for you? Or yeah, I was like, why did I buy it? And she said, well, because I asked you to. That was the game I wanted. And then just the look on my stepdad's face when my sister said that, he was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, you see? And I told him, I was like, is it because you judged me? You just thought that because I was like a young teenage boy, of course I was like you just assumed that I was gonna like GTA because like, you know, like I like that kind of stuff. But you know what? No, like, I mean, I do like violence, don't get me wrong, but it's just GTA, like, I don't know, GTA is just like that. It's because GTA, I feel like a lot of people, especially younger kids, played it because, you know, it was always under controversy. Every time like a new GTA game comes out, there's always controversy surrounding it, especially with the parents, because they're always talking about how, oh, it's a bad influence for our kids or whatever. It teaches them to be killers, which I gotta say, like I've always seen like the clips of those where people criticize that game, and just the way they say shit like that, like as if it isn't the parents' responsibilities to. Yeah, as if it isn't the parents' responsibility to be the one to control which games their kids play. Like, they just blame the developers because they're all like, oh, it's because these guys are making video games that glorifies crime and then it's not good for our youth, and you know, they should be ashamed of themselves for making games like that. And it's like, no, how about they're just making a game that's meant to be for an older audience, and if you don't want your kid playing it, then don't buy the game for them. Because even then, like, this was a time before like you could really buy games online. So if you needed to go to a retailer, and anytime you went to a retailer and you try to buy like a M-rated game and you were clearly, you know, you clearly looked like you were not 17 or you were younger than 17, the cashier could not sell it to you unless you had an adult there to like a parent or a guardian to basically give them the permission to sell the game to you. And I know, cause I remember I had to do that a lot. For a lot of the Call of Duties that I played on the PS3, I had to have my dad there to basically buy the game for me because I wasn't old enough to buy the game myself. So that's why, like, you know, all these parents that say, oh yeah, video games, like oh, the industry is evil or whatever because they make these games, they want to like turn our kids into killers, or they want to glorify violence and stuff like that. And it's like, if you have an issue with it, then just don't buy your kid the game. And if your kid is playing it, it's because you bought it for them, and it's your fault for not doing the research, for not seeing what kind of game it is. It's not the developer's fault. It's always the parents' fault. Often always. Because that's why they created the ESRB for a reason. That's why we have games with ratings. And I will admit, nowadays like it's a little different because now with digital gaming kind of being the norm now, with like each console having their own digital store, as long as you have access to a credit card, which I mean a lot of kids don't, but keep in mind a lot of these stores, when you buy something for the first time,
Lesson begins now.
yeah, when you buy something for the first time, it asks for credit card details, and you could ask your parents like, hey, can I use your credit card? And they'll be like, sure. They put in the info, they can just save it, and after that, like, they don't need to ask your permission anymore to use it unless I guess like you put parental controls or something to prevent your kid from just like spending your credit card like crazy without your permission. Oh, he's not here anymore. I gotta. But anyways, that's my story with Sonic Generations, how I ended up getting the game. And I wanted to bring it up during Generations, but I totally forgot about it because, you know, I guess the nostalgia was really getting to me when I was playing that game. So now here I am talking about it in Lost World, which makes no sense whatsoever, but I figured better late than never. It's a funny story. I mean, I really do hope I'd like to think that my stepdad learned his lesson from judging me. Just assuming that yeah, it's GTA, you know, a lot of young boys would like this game because, you know, because it's always has controversy and whatever. It has all these things, they think it's cool to play it or whatever, right? But no, that was never the case with me. Like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. For me, GTA, it's fun, but I don't know.
We have a mutual problem. One so large that it will take both of us to overcome.
Whatever. I told you, we can handle the Zeti by ourselves.
That may be true, but the rebellious swine have gotten hold of a device of mine, and they're using it in ways for which it was never designed.
What was it designed for, Doctor?
It was supposed to extract energy from our world, but the machine is unstable. Once it reaches full power, it can't be shut off. It will drain our world dry.
Oh, so that's what Amy was talking about.
And you just want to go smash it, don't you?
Well, yeah. What? It's what I do.
Oh, always your answer to everything, Hedgehog. If you wish to create a cataclysmic explosion that will incinerate everything within 100 miles, please smash away.
So there's no off switch?
No, not anymore. I need to get to the machine and reprogram the shutdown sequence. I'll supply the brains. You will supply the brawn I need to get past the Zeti.
Oh, and you're asking so nicely.
Good one, buddy.
Thanks.
Man up, Tails. I don't like working with my most hated enemies any more than you do, but our entire world is at stake.
Yeah, well, teaming up with you feels like the end of the world, Eggman. I don't want to take a long shower by the time we're done.